Coming together in this quiet space feels like finding a sudden clearing in a dense forest, a place where the air is still and the noise of the world finally fades into the background. Your presence here at Miracle Prayer Studio truly means more than words can express. And I hope you feel the warmth of this family wrapping around you as we prepare to speak with our Father. If these moments of shared faith bring a sense of calm to your soul, I invite you to join our journey by subscribing so we can continue to walk this path of grace together, hand in hand, every single morning. Lately, I've been thinking about how often we walk through our lives with a hidden sense of worry, a quiet weight on our shoulders that we can't quite name. We look at the people we love, our children, our parents, our friends, and we feel this intense desire to keep them safe, yet we realize how little control we actually have over the winds that blow across their paths. It is a very human thing to feel vulnerable, to look at the vastness of the world and feel small, wondering if we are truly noticed in the grand design of things. We search for a sense of security that doesn't depend on locks or alarms, a kind of safety that settles deep within our bones and allows us to sleep through the storm. Perhaps the most beautiful thing about our faith is the realization that our safety was never meant to be a solo effort. We are part of a much larger, more intricate reality where we are looked after with a tenderness that defies explanation. Even when we feel most alone, there is an invisible movement of grace surrounding us, a celestial guardianship that keeps watch while we are distracted by the mundane details of our day. As the author Billy Graham once noted, angels are bright lights in the midst of our darkness. And today, we are here to acknowledge those lights and the one who sends them to guide our feet. Within the sacred pages of Psalm 91:11, we find a promise that feels like a warm cloak on a cold morning, assuring us with the words, "For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." This isn't just a bit of ancient poetry meant to sound nice. It is a profound declaration of how much we matter to the Creator. To think that the Almighty would issue a specific command, a royal decree from the throne of heaven, just to ensure that you and I are looked after in every step we take, is almost too much for the heart to hold. It suggests a level of personal care that watches over the smallest errand and the greatest journey alike. My dear Lord, I come before you now with a heart that is open and quiet, laying aside the rush of the morning to simply be in your presence. I look at this promise of angelic protection, and I feel a deep sense of relief washing over me, knowing that I don't have to be the sole guardian of my own life. Father, I focus my eyes on you, the King of all creation, and I ask that you help me truly believe in the help you have sent. Let my soul enter into a deep communion with your Spirit, where I can hear the whisper of your peace above the shouting of my fears. Father in heaven, I reach out to you as a child reaches for a parent's hand, needing to feel that I am secure. I want to abide in the shadow of your wings today, finding my refuge not in my own strength or my own cleverness, but in your unwavering faithfulness. My King, I set my attention on the beauty of your holiness and the power of your love, asking that you fill every corner of my mind with the light of your truth. May this time of prayer be more than just words. Let it be a genuine encounter where my heart meets your heart and where my soul finds the rest it has been searching for. Jesus, my Lord, I offer this entire day to you, placing every hour and every minute into your nail-scarred hands. I give you the morning commute, the meetings at work, the chores at home, and the quiet moments in between. I offer you the people I will talk to and the tasks I will perform, asking that everything I do might be a reflection of your grace. Father, I surrender my plans and my expectations, inviting your angels to go before me and prepare the way. I don't want to move a single step today without knowing that you are with me, shielding me and guiding me in all my ways. My King, I entrust the safety of my family to your divine care, knowing that you love them even more than I do. I place my children under the protection of your heavenly host, asking that they be guarded in their schools, on the playgrounds, and in their coming and going. I offer you my home, asking that it be a sanctuary of peace where your presence dwells and where no harm can enter. Lord, I let go of the need to worry about the future or fret over things I cannot change, choosing instead to trust that your command to your angels is active and powerful right now. Father, I thank you with all my heart for the many times you have protected me when I didn't even realize I was in danger. I think back on the moments when a sudden thought made me pause, or a delay kept me from being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I recognize your hand at work. Thank you for the quiet prompts of your Spirit and the unseen intervention of your angels. I am so grateful for the roof over my head, the food on my table, and the breath in my lungs, simple gifts that remind me of your constant provision and your gentle watchfulness. My dear Lord, I am humbled by your patience with me, especially on the days when I forget to look up. I am grateful for the way you never grow tired of my questions or my stumbles, always welcoming me back into the fold with open arms. Thank you for the gift of this new morning and the chance to start again, leaving behind the mistakes of yesterday and stepping into the freshness of your mercy. I see your goodness in the rising sun, and I hear your kindness in the birdsong, and I simply want to say how much I love you for being so faithful to someone as small as me. Father in heaven, I ask for your forgiveness for the moments when I have allowed fear to dictate my choices instead of faith. I'm sorry for the times I have lived as if you weren't there, trying to carry the weight of the world on my own shoulders and becoming bitter when it felt too heavy. Please forgive me for my doubts, for my impatience, and for the ways I have let my heart become hardened by the stresses of life. I ask that you wash me clean in the fountain of your mercy, removing every trace of pride or resentment that keeps me from walking closely with you. My King, please help me to forgive myself for the things I cannot change and the errors I have made in the past. I surrender my guilt to you, asking that you replace it with the peace that only you can give. Help me to be as merciful to others as you have been to me, letting go of grudges and choosing to see people through your eyes of love. I want my heart to be a clear vessel, free from the shadows of sin and the clutter of unforgiveness, so that I can clearly see the path you have laid out for me today. Jesus, I pray for a spirit of discernment as I navigate the complexities of this day. I ask that your angels whisper wisdom into my ear when I am faced with a difficult decision or a confusing situation. Please shield my mind from the lies of the enemy and from the negative thoughts that try to take root in my soul. I ask for a spiritual covering that protects my emotions, keeping me steady and calm even if the world around me becomes chaotic. Lord, let your light be a beacon that dispels every darkness, showing me where to step and when to stand still. My dear Lord, I ask for physical safety for everyone traveling today. Whether by car, by bus, by train, or on foot, I pray that your angels would be a constant presence, averting accidents and keeping every person secure. I specifically lift up those who work in dangerous professions, first responders, construction workers, and those who serve in distant lands. Please provide a hedge of protection around them, keeping them from harm and bringing them home safely to their families at the end of their shifts. May they feel your strength sustaining them in their moments of weariness. Father, I pray for the healing of those whose hearts have been wounded by the storms of life. I ask that your angels would bring a soothing balm to those struggling with grief, anxiety, or loneliness. Please restore the broken places in their souls, reminding them that they are precious and that they are never forgotten by their Creator. I ask for physical healing for those in hospital beds and for those suffering from chronic pain, praying that your restorative power would flow through their bodies and bring them new life. May they find comfort in the knowledge that you are the great physician. My King, I lift up my workplace and my colleagues to you, asking for a spirit of harmony and protection over our environment. Please guard our words so that we may speak with kindness and encouragement, and protect our efforts so that they may bear good fruit. I pray for those who are struggling to find work, asking that you would open doors that no man can shut and lead them to positions where they can flourish and provide for their needs. Father, bless the labor of our hands and let us find joy in the tasks you have set before us today. Father in heaven, I intercede for the children of the world, especially those who are vulnerable, neglected, or afraid. I ask that your most powerful angels be assigned to their side, protecting them from every form of exploitation and harm. Please provide them with safe homes, loving caregivers, and the opportunity to grow in the knowledge of your love. I pray for teachers and mentors, that they would be guided by your wisdom as they shape the hearts and minds of the next generation. May every child know the warmth of your embrace and the security of your promise. Jesus, I pray for our leaders and for those in positions of authority across the globe. I ask that you would surround them with counselors who seek your truth, and that your angels would influence their hearts toward peace and justice. Please protect our communities from violence and division, and help us to be instruments of your reconciliation in our neighborhoods. I ask for a special shielding over those who are being persecuted for their faith, praying that you would give them courage and that your presence would be their greatest comfort in times of trial. Greater than my dear Lord, I ask for your guidance in my relationships today. Help me to be a source of strength and safety for others, reflecting the protection you have given me. I pray for marriages that are under strain, asking that your angels would guard the covenant and bring a spirit of understanding and forgiveness into the home. Please protect our friendships from gossip and misunderstanding and help us to build bonds that are rooted in your truth. May my interactions with others be seasoned with your grace, leaving people feeling more hopeful after having spent time with me. Father, I offer you my worries about my health and the health of my loved ones. I surrender the fear of illness and the anxiety of aging, choosing to believe that my days are in your hands. I ask for your protection over our bodies, that we may have the energy and the vitality needed to serve you well. Please guard our sleep tonight when the day is done, giving us a deep and restorative rest that prepares us for whatever tomorrow may hold. I trust in your providence, knowing that you are the source of all life and all healing. My King, as I move through these next few hours, I ask that you keep me mindful of the spiritual armor you have provided. Help me to buckle the belt of truth around my waist and to wear the breastplate of righteousness to protect my heart. I want to stand firm, with my feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. I take up the shield of faith to extinguish every flaming arrow of doubt, and I put on the helmet of salvation to guard my thoughts. Lord, let your word be the sword in my hand, cutting through every deception and leading me into total victory. Father in heaven, I thank you for the beauty of the world you have created and for the way it reflects your glory. I see your protection in the way the mountains stand firm and the way the seasons follow their course. Thank you for the reminder that if you care for the lilies of the field and the birds of the air, you will surely care for me. I rest in the simplicity of this truth, letting it quiet my soul and still my mind. You are my shepherd, and because you are with me, I have everything I need to face this day with confidence. Jesus, my Lord, I ask that you would fill me with a deep and abiding peace that doesn't depend on my circumstances. When I encounter obstacles or frustrations, help me to remember the angels you have commanded to guard me. Let me not be easily shaken or discouraged, but rather, let me be a pillar of strength for those who are struggling. I want to walk through this day with a smile that comes from a heart at rest, knowing that the King of Kings is my protector and my friend. I give you all the glory, Father, now and forever. My King, as I step out into the light of this day, I ask that the protection you promised would be like a wall of fire around my mind, keeping my thoughts tethered to your peace. Sometimes the world feels so loud, with so many voices competing for my attention, that I find it hard to hear the gentle flutter of the wings you have sent to guard me. Please help me to stay centered in your love, refusing to let the stresses of the coming hours pull me away from the quiet confidence I feel right now. I ask that your angels would stand at the doorway of my heart, filtering every emotion and every impulse, so that only what is of you is allowed to take root and grow. Father in heaven, I think about the invisible battles that take place in the quiet corners of our lives, the moments when we feel a sudden heaviness or a wave of discouragement that seems to come from nowhere. I ask for a spiritual shielding that is stronger than any earthly armor, a covering of light that repels the shadows and keeps my spirit buoyant. Please empower the heavenly guardians assigned to me to push back the darkness that tries to cloud my vision. I want to see the world as you see it, full of possibilities for grace and opportunities to be a blessing, rather than a place of constant threat or competition. Jesus, my Lord, I lift up the physical path I will walk today, asking that you keep my feet from stumbling over the hidden snares of life. Whether it is a literal trip on a sidewalk or a figurative stumble into an argument or a mistake, I trust that your angels are there to lift me up. Please guide my movements so that I am always in the right place at the right time, under the canopy of your divine timing. I surrender my schedule to you, asking that you would rearrange my appointments or my route if it means staying within the circle of your safety. My dear Lord, I feel a deep sense of responsibility for those you have placed in my life, and I ask for an extension of this angelic protection over every one of them. I think of my friends who are facing difficult seasons, and I ask that you would station a guard at their side to give them the strength they didn't know they had. Please protect our conversations today, that our words might build up rather than tear down, and that our interactions would be marked by a supernatural kindness. I pray that every person I encounter would feel a little bit more secure and a little bit more loved because our paths crossed. Father, I hold up the Global Family of Miracle Prayer Studio. the many souls who are listening to these words and lifting their hearts alongside mine. We are a diverse group scattered across different lands and facing different challenges, yet we are united in our need for your shielding grace. I ask that you would send a host of angels to every home represented here, bringing a sense of divine security to every room. For the person who is praying this in tears, please let them feel the touch of a heavenly messenger comforting their soul. For the one who is praying in fear, let your protection be a tangible reality that settles their nerves. My King, I am mindful of the words of Saint Bernard of Clairvaux, who once reminded us, "He has given his angels charge over you." What reverence this word should excite in you, what devotion it should call forth, what trust it should instill. I stand in that reverence now, acknowledging the majesty of a God who orchestrates the heavens, but still cares about the safety of my household. I ask that this sense of being watched over would produce in me a life of deep devotion and holy living. May my conduct today be worthy of the celestial company you have provided for me, and may I never take for granted the unseen helpers who labor on my behalf. Father in heaven, I ask for a special blessing of protection over our health and our bodies, which are temples of your Holy Spirit. Please guard us against the sicknesses that move through the air and the exhaustion that tries to wear down our defenses. I pray for a strengthening of our physical frames, that we may have the vitality to carry out the work you have called us to do. I ask that your angels would watch over our food and our water, and that you would provide us with everything we need to stay strong and healthy for your service. We trust you with our very lives, knowing that you are the author and sustainer of all things. My dear Lord, I want to pray specifically for those who feel they have no one to protect them, the orphans, the widows, and the strangers in our midst. Please be their fierce defender and their constant companion. I ask that your angels would be a wall of protection around the refugee and the homeless, keeping them safe from the elements and from those who would seek to do them harm. Help us, as your children, to be the hands and feet of that protection whenever we can, offering a cup of cold water or a kind word to those who feel discarded by the world. Let your justice roll down like waters, and your righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. Jesus, I pray for the peace of our cities and our neighborhoods. Please command your angels to stand guard at the gates of our communities, preventing violence and keeping the spirit of fear from taking hold of our people. I ask for a restoration of trust between neighbors and a renewed sense of shared safety. Please protect our places of worship, our parks and our public squares, making them spaces where your peace can be felt by everyone who passes through. We ask for your kingdom to come and your will to be done on earth, exactly as it is in the heavens, where your peace reigns supreme. My King, as the day unfolds and the sun climbs higher, I ask that you would keep my heart humble and teachable. If I begin to feel self-sufficient or proud, please let your Spirit gently remind me of my total dependence on your grace. I want to walk through these hours with the simplicity of a child, knowing that I don't have to understand everything because my Father is in control. I ask that your angels would guard me against the temptation to complain or to worry, helping me to maintain a spirit of gratitude no matter what the circumstances may look like on the surface. Father, I offer you the work of my hands and the creativity of my mind. Please protect my productivity today, keeping me from distractions that would steal my time and from frustrations that would rob me of my joy. I ask that your angels would assist me in my tasks, giving me clarity when I am confused and energy when I am tired. May my work be an act of worship, a way of saying thank you for the talents and the opportunities you have given me. I trust that you are shielding my career and my future, and I rest in the knowledge that you have a good plan for my life. My dear Lord, I pray for a protection of our memories and our past. Please heal the wounds of yesterday that still try to sting us today, and let your angels guard the treasure of the good times we have shared. I ask that you would shield us from the bitterness that comes from dwelling on old wrongs and from the regret that comes from looking back too much. Help us to live fully in this present moment, protected by your grace and fueled by your hope. We give you our history, our present, and our future, trusting that you are making all things work together for our good. Father in heaven, I think about the times when life feels like a narrow bridge over a deep canyon, and I ask for the steadying hand of your angels to keep me balanced. When the winds of change blow hard and I feel like I might lose my footing, please remind me that your promise of protection is not fragile. It is a solid rock under my feet and a mighty fortress around my soul. I choose to stand firm in the faith that you are guarding my coming and my going, both now and forevermore. I am safe because you are my God, and there is no power in heaven or on earth that can pluck me out of your hand. Jesus, my Lord, I ask for a blessing on the homes of every person listening to this prayer. May your angels stand at every window and every door, ensuring that only love and peace are allowed to dwell within. Please protect the marriages and the relationships in these homes, shielding them from the spirit of division and the weariness of routine. I ask for a revival of joy in our families and for a sense of divine safety that allows us to be truly ourselves with one another. Let our homes be small reflections of the heavenly home you are preparing for us, places of rest and restoration. My King, as I prepare to conclude this time of focused prayer, I want to carry this feeling of being shielded with me into the rest of my day. Let it be a quiet hum in the back of my mind, a constant reminder that I am never truly alone. I ask that the awareness of your angels would make me more courageous in my witness and more generous in my love. I don't want to live a small, fearful life. I want to live a big, bold life that reflects the greatness of the God who protects me. Help me to shine your light into every dark corner I encounter today, knowing that your host is backing me up. Father, I am struck by how quickly time passes, how each day is a fleeting gift that we can never get back. We spend so much energy worrying about tomorrow, trying to build walls of security that will eventually crumble. Yet, you offer us a protection that is eternal. As we look at the world around us, we see both the beauty and the brokenness of humanity, the capacity for great love and the capacity for deep pain. But in the middle of it all, there is this thread of faith that connects us to you, a lifeline that keeps us anchored when the tides pull hard. It is a humble thing to realize that our true safety doesn't come from our bank accounts or our status, but from the simple fact that we are yours. Walking through this life with you is the greatest adventure I could ever imagine. There is a quiet dignity in being a person of prayer, someone who chooses to look past the visible and trust in the invisible hand of God. We are all just travelers on a journey back to our true home, and along the way, we get to experience these moments of profound connection where the distance between heaven and earth seems to vanish. I hope that today you feel the weight of your worries being lifted and the strength of God's guardians being settled upon your shoulders. We don't have to be perfect to be protected. We just have to be willing to let Him lead. My dear Lord, I thank you for this time we have spent together in your presence. I thank you for every person who has joined their heart to mine in this prayer, and I ask that you would bless them abundantly. May they feel your peace as they go about their day, and may they see the evidence of your protection in 1,000 small ways. We place our trust in you, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. You are our shield and our buckler, our very present help in times of trouble. We love you, Lord, and we give you all the praise for the wonders you are doing in our lives. Father in heaven, I ask that as the sun eventually sets on this day, we would be able to look back and see your hand in everything. We want to be able to say that we walked in your light and that we felt the presence of your angels every step of the way. Please keep us safe through the night, guarding our dreams and our rest, so that we may wake up tomorrow ready to serve you with even more joy and even more faith. Everything we are and everything we have belongs to you, and we are so very grateful to be called your children. My King, I surrender the final results of this day to you, knowing that even if things don't go exactly as I planned, I am still under your care. I trust your wisdom more than my own, and I trust your protection more than my own senses. Let your will be done in my life, and let your name be glorified in everything I say and do. I walk out into the world now with my head held high, not because of who I am, but because of whose I am. You are the Lord of hosts, and I am yours forever. Jesus, stay with me. Father, guide me. Angels of the Lord, encamp around me. I step forward into this day with peaceful confidence, wrapped in the warmth of your love and the security of your promise. I know that because you are with me, I have nothing to fear. You are my light and my salvation, the strength of my life and my eternal home. Thank you for hearing this prayer. Thank you for loving me, and thank you for being exactly who you are. Amen.